talking about that game with our NBA analyst, Brad Daugherty, who joins us now. Playoff-like hype, playoff-like atmosphere. But it was a regular season game. So what did you make of the physicality that you saw in that game, considering it's only February, Brad?
I thought it was great. Ultra competitive basketball game.
Each other 3 times, and the Warriors have won all 3. They've got 1 more in the season matchup. But we keep using the analogy of, like, you know, Kevin Durant, like, left his girlfriend and got a better looking girlfriend and whatnot. So if you're the Thunder fans and you're looking at the playoffs, can you give me like a blemish on said hot girlfriend? Like, does she have like a wart? Does she have a tail, maybe webbed feet, that would offer them a slice of hope if they have to play this team in the playoffs?
No.
Thunder, maybe you can compete with a hotter girlfriend.
Keep playing hard.
All right. Brad Daugherty, you're going to be with us really for the next 3 hours hanging out. I hope you've been told that. What you got, Mikey?
I know now.
I think a lot of times that we minimize these incredible feats in sports, right? Russell Westbrook just had his 33rd triple-double like it's almost nothing. But Jen Lada is here to give us a little bit of perspective on what UConn's doing.
Yeah, I had to go back to school for this lesson, as you can imagine. Goodwin Elementary School is just about a mile away from where Storrs is, where the UConn campus is. It's so close that you can actually almost hear the cheers from Gampin Pavilion on a good day. For most of these students' entire lives, the Huskies have been an elite program. He's very rough. I love Jason. He actually was able to rattle off the women's roster to about 10 players. So we were just standing there like, you go, little man. An incredible experience.
Future in this.
And who has a better perspective on 100 than people who are trying to achieve it every single day?
Exactly. But the couple things stood out to me in that package, besides the fact that the kids are completely adorable and the most honest people in the world, that they were all wearing the same shirt, and that it was the 100th day of school, and you were talking about, was that all like contrived by us, or was that coincidental?
No, so the 100th day of school literally coincided with this almost perfectly. It was last week, so we were able to get out there, and they were celebrating their big day.
It's fantastic. I always aimed for like an 80, so do better, kids. Jen Lada's been very busy. A little later in the show, she's going to reintroduce us to a really fantastic story that we learned about last year. Look, there's a reason that video went viral and people are so interested in this story, but it's actually resonated with someone pretty famous, this story did.
It has. Take a look at this. We talked to Officer Bobby White earlier today. He told us that one of the
They took it. Wow.
Yeah, they took it. Check us out.
Reference.
We're passing high noon here on the East Coast. It's 9 a.m. out west. I don't know about you. I'm craving some brunch right now. This is Elle Duncan. I'm Michael Lees. Thanks for hanging out with us here on SportsCenter.
Stop talking about brunch.
French toast sandwich is what I want.
It's like he thinks someone's going to come up here and bring us that.
Bacon.
No one's coming with bacon or a French toast sandwich. You know what else that no one is doing? No one is looking away from this train wreck that is the Knicks currently. A loss in the United Center from earlier this season. Let's bring Brad Daugherty back with us. Like, it's kind of a joke, right? It's a shortened season or a shortened week next week because we're going to have All-Star game, and it's always a joke that you NBAers don't really play until All-Star after. But can you give me a team that could really use maybe a couple of wins before the break to give them some momentum for the second half?
Well, I think each and every coast as being someone that could surprise some people come playoff time. You wouldn't want to play that team if they continue to play the way they're playing now.
Certainly, because they're the epitome of home field advantage right now.
No,
like, that home court they're dominating there.
That's right. They're playing great.
All right, let's talk about the All-Star. You went to 5. So you've got the guys that are participating on all the festivities, and then you have the guys that are going to find a beach somewhere or take a rest.
Sure.
When you look at both sides, either playing and being a part of it or taking a rest, like how do they compare?
Well, rest is great entertainment.
I will say it used to be slam dunk for me. We went through a period where it wasn't so great, but Aaron Gordon certainly brought that back, and he'll be in it again as well.
That's unbelievable.
You're coming back too around 12:30 to talk about, of all people, Greg Oden. Wait till you see what he's up to these days.
He wants police officers all over the country to build those relationships with the young people in their communities, and he said basketball is such an easy way to do it.
Him and Shaq Diesel, like cool or
super tight. Shaq will call him up and be like, I'm in the neighborhood, I'm gonna come over. They'll fist bump and hang out. Yeah, so pretty cool. He's developed a good relationship with Diesel as well.
Real fast, I gotta show you some love. Me and Eves publicly shamed in the last hour Jen Lada for...
Shame is such a strong word.
Well, no, we shamed her for not stealing M&Ms from children and bringing them to us in the studio. And she graciously went and got us M&Ms. Moral of the story, kids, if you poke at someone enough, they'll give you what you want. I'm just kidding.
It was encouraged. I felt like it was encouraged, not shamed.
I thought it was a tremendous gesture on your part,
It
Jen.
really was. It was very gracious for
He's
two
been
people
talking about food all morning long, so maybe this will save you until you get to your brunch.
Good point.
He's out.
Get into, as Stephen A. told you. So there's three sides to every story, right? Her side, his side, and the truth. That's the case for the New York Knickerbockers, where the drama continued last night. Former Knick Charles Oakley was involved in a physical altercation at the team's home game against the Clippers. Madison Square Garden security escorted Oakley out of the stands, and the Knicks said Oakley was arrested by NYPD. He was seen shoving MSG security near team owner James Dolan. So it isn't about who got into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but for the second year in a row, it is about why Terrell Owens didn't get in. Hall of Famer and Selection Committee member Dan Fouts had the following explanation. Dan?